What's up, guys? My name is Jellycut5 and welcome back to an episode of the Karate Club Career Mode. Before we get into things, it'd be much appreciated if you're able to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. In terms of my socials, they're all linked down below, so to keep up to date with all my videos, you can check my socials out. As you can see at the start of the episode, we have a simulation against Sheffield United. We was able to get a lovely win against them, 2-0 for getting the 3 points in the first game of the episode. But this is where our heads turn to. Wembley Stadium, the venue is, and we are in the EFL Cup final, a massive chance for the first bit of silverware in terms of the instead of the Super Cup or the Community Shield. We have never won this before, so this is the lineup to go with it. Valazev in goal, King and Ndika partner, Alvarez on the right, Quintana on the left, Jones and Medri partner with Sudakov just in front with Vega on the left, Lopez up top, and Jonathan Okone on the right hand side. Solid team to be able to field against Leeds United. We've had some good fixtures over the time that we've played them, and we're hoping to see if we can get the better of them and claim this EFL trophy. It's not the biggest in the world to be able to achieve, but it's something that I would like to, just the fact that I have never ever won it. 4 minutes into the game then, as you can see, Leeds United is passing it about amongst themselves, trying to see if they can get something going for themselves early on. They've got some decent players, that's for sure, as he puts in without João Pedro. João Pedro is running with a lovely bit of pace here, and João Pedro makes a massive stamp on this game. Already, Leeds United find themselves 1-0 up just inside 5 minutes in the Carabao Cup then. A very, very good chance of Leeds get in front, and they've taken it swiftly. João Pedro, the man to get on the score sheet, and unfortunately we find ourselves 1-0 down early on in this tie. At least it's early on to allow ourselves to get back into it, but as you can see, the pace of João Pedro was too much for us. We just couldn't really get back to him in enough time. We was really trying to get a tackle in there, but unfortunate that was, and it was an easy goal for João Pedro then as we carry on in this tie. Leeds United still carrying some momentum after that goal. As you can see, Luke Shaw trying to burst on the left hand side, but Kevin Alvarez makes a decent tackle. He finds Jonathan Okone, it turns Shackleton there, and he makes a lovely run here on the right hand side, finding himself in a danger position. Lopez offering support also. Okone finds Lopez there, he takes the shot, but a decent save from Bono there, going it out for a corner kick. Very, very good chance for ourselves to get in level there, as we've got a corner kick. Medri the man to whip it in, a decent delivery, but Ndika can't do enough with it then as it just sails over the bar. 14 minutes into the game then, Leeds United looking strong still. We've had our odd chances, but Leeds still looking good, that's for sure. They're searching for a second. Ryan Cherky on the ball as he finds his teammate Sinistera there as he makes a 1-2 with Cherky. João Pedro now Embuemo as he looks it onto the right hand side. Klosterman, the number 4 for Leeds United, on the right hand side, assessing his options. Will he cross? Will he pass? He's passed on to Arnold onto Cherky. Lovely passing so far from Leeds United, and Embuemo on the ball to João Pedro. What a block that is from King. The ball is still in play though, as you can see, as we try and intercept, and that will be a corner kick to Leeds United then. A very good chance for Leeds to get their second in the game, and Sinistera is the man to whip in the corner. A short delivery finds Embuemo, but it just hits the side netting. Very much the danger signs from Leeds so far though. They're looking very, very strong, that is for sure. But Alexis Vega loses the ball, and we just can't really seem to get anything going so far. Every time we keep losing the ball, and we just can't really pick ourselves up to be in a decent position from where we would like to be, that is for sure. Shackleton gets tackled there in that instance, and that will be a free kick in a dangerous area there, as Leeds United will be taking this one, that is for sure. And it's from a decent distance. It's a little bit far out, but I reckon Arnold's got a decent chance here. The number 31 from Leeds steps up then, as you can see, and he lovely hit that is, and what a goal. One of the best free kicks you'll probably see in this series. Unfortunately it wasn't on our side, and Arnold, the man, the German, to get the goal. Very, very good goal, that was for sure. He takes that free kick with so much power and precision, and unfortunately we find ourselves in a real bad situation in this EFL Cup final, the first one we've been in, and we're finding ourselves 2-0 down to the Yorkshire side, Leeds United. Very, very good goal, that's for sure. It just curls into the top corner. I thought the keeper could have done slightly better with it, but unfortunately that's not to be, and we find ourselves in a bit of a dire position, that is for sure, as we still continue in this game. 31 minutes gone, and we're still not really getting into it, that's for sure, as Leeds United lose the ball here, and Ndika picks it up, and he puts his teammate onto Hannibal Medri. Medri uses the run here as he finds Lopez as he takes his turn. Blue shirts offering support as Okone is one of them. He cuts inside on the left hand side, finding his teammate Sudakov, and he uses the wrong opportunity there as he chips the keeper instead of slotting it, and that was an ample chance to get a lovely goal in this tie. But we're still going to continue on, but Leeds United on the ball, Sinistera on the ball in the 38th minute here as he just passes it back to his teammate Christensen onto Embuemo there as he charges forward, the number 18 for Leeds United, using his pace to try and get forward here as he passes it back to Arnold. The previous goal scorer there holds it up onto Shackleton onto Shaw duel here as they're just trying to see if they can get some passing about. Really precise passing here. Nice passing, nice movement, and Leeds looking very dangerous. Kevin Alvarez making a decent challenge there as it goes out for a corner kick. Looking to play it short as Ryan Cherky steps over the corner. But in actual fact, he whips it in. Klosterman meets the header, but Valizev meets with the save. Another corner kick for Leeds United then as they look to try and see what they can do from this corner. And they do whip it in once again. Cherky whips it in. No one can meet the header. Lopez seems to clear as it falls out to Curtis Jones. He finds his teammate Lopez in that lovely bit of gap. Lopez using his pace to try and get forward now as we look to try and create some sort of attack. As Sudakov finds Lopez there making a lovely 1-2. Lopez running forward here as you can see. Not much support as he looks to try and take it on his own. Lopez in front of goal. Bono makes a lovely save for Leeds United, trying to keep a clean sheet just before the half-time whistle. And he does exactly that as we go into the second half now. We're going to have to get 3 goals if we're wanting to win this tie. Unbelievable stuff so far in this game. It's been absolutely crazy. Jonathan Okone makes a run on the right hand side. We're looking to start this second half really fast here. And as you can see, Vega with a decent chance, but it falls back out to the defence there. And we go again, as you can see, picking up the ball. Medri making the lovely interception. And we're just charging forward now. Okone offering support. He gets played in. It's surely a goal now. It hits the post. How unlucky can you be? An ample chance to get a goal in this game. We've had so many opportunities, but we just can't take them whatsoever. Okone rattling the post there as we go on search for our first goal in this final tie as Alvarez wins the ball there in a danger position for Leeds as we now go on the charge. Vega charging forward here as he finds Sudakov. Sudakov knows Okone's there and he goes into that gap. A lovely run from Okone. Surely this can be 2-1 now, and yes it can. It falls into the back of the net to make it 2-1. Jonathan Okone previously hit the post, but this time he's got the goal. That means lots and lots for us. We've got about half an hour or so to be able to get back into the tie and get level before the full-time whistle. Brilliant goal from Jonathan Okone. He just angles his body to hit it on his left. Not much done by the keeper whatsoever there, not being able to get near that whatsoever. And the number 22 for JD Cook FC successful in his attempt there. As we make some substitutions then, going to change a few things up then, as you can see, waiting to see if that will make any sort of difference. Al-Qahtani is going to go into the centre mid role, and then we're going to put Sudakov off. Bellingham's coming on, looking to freshen up the midfield and hope that will do something for us. 58 minutes gone and Buemo's on the ball for Leeds United. They haven't really had the best of second half so far as they look to create their first attack of the half, and Buemo on the ball now as he charges forward then, the number 18 using his pace there. Quintana making a decent challenge, but unfortunately the referee doesn't think that's the case and it will be a free kick. The number 31 Arnold looks to be whipping the ball in as he whips it in there. Dangerous delivery and Dika clears. It falls back out to Leeds United though, and Jovic now gets the block in then. Brilliant block by Jovic as he's come on as a substitute. Arnold on the ball once again then on the right hand side as he looks to try and whip in the ball there as we try and make it any harder for him whatsoever. He whips it in. João Pedro makes the header, and just like that he sinks us. 3-1. João Pedro getting the goal, and Leeds United look to be having one hand on the trophy so far as João Pedro the man to get the goal then, as a lovely delivery from Arnold on the outside of the boot. João Pedro completely unmarked in that situation, being played onside, and he dinks in the header then, and Leeds United have got their 2-goal advantage back. They haven't had the best of second halves, but they're definitely looking strong, that's for sure. And João Pedro wants to get this hat-trick in this Wembley Cup tie as number 22 charges forward, but he gets dragged wide. He whips it into the box. Valizev does collect. We look to throw it out quickly then as Alexis Vega picks up the ball. An easy pass onto Al-Qahtani, then Bellingham. Bellingham now charging forward then as he puts it onto Okone, sorry. Okone on the right hand side charging forward then, as you can see, and he's got a chance to be able to whip it into the box. He puts it into the box. It's Jovic for 3-2, and just like that the Serbian has made his mark off the bench and he has got his goal. An outside the foot effort seems to go into the back of the net, and we've now minused it to a 1-goal advantage, but we've got less time to be able to get the goal now. 20 minutes left in this tie to see if we can get back into it and at least drag it to the full-time whistle where we will go into extra time. I'm hoping that's the case, but I'm not too sure. I'm not very confident because the clock is ticking. 79 minutes on the game. As you can see, only 10 minutes left and they're trying to win the ball back. Arnold on number 31 plays in Cherky, and a lovely delivery from the Leeds United player. Cherky's going to danger position here as he looks to try and see if he can pass it into his teammate, but we're trying to make it as hard as possible. And Buemo on to Arnold, but what a save that is from Valizev. That can mean a lot at the full-time whistle as they've got a corner kick now. Louis Barry comes onto the pitch also as we make a quick sub and we clear our lines. King making a decent header as Vega holds up the ball, waiting for the run from Bellingham now, and Bellingham charges forward. We know he's fresh in the legs and he needs to make this decent run to be able to be in a decent position. Joe Bellingham now stepping up as he puts it onto Vega. Vega's got options here as he finds Jovic. Jovic finds Al-Qahtani, surely for free, and it is! Al-Qahtani has got his goal. Unbelievable stuff, and we might just be dragging it to an extra time fixture header. Unbelievable from Al-Qahtani. He loves a goal at Wembley, that's for sure. And Al-Qahtani is the man to see it over to extra time. I hope so anyway. We've still got 5 minutes left in this tie yet, but Al-Qahtani getting the goal on his left foot. Really, really decent bit of play, and I thought I messed it up near at the end, to be honest, where Jovic played him in. A few decent bit of flurries and passes, but we are in here and we are now 3-3. I'm surprised it's the case, but Leeds United battling back then, as you can see. Sinistero tries to whip in the ball, but Alvarez does make a decent block, and it will be a corner kick to Leeds United. This might be their final chance to be able to get the goal and sink our hearts at the Wembley Cup final. And Buemo whips it in, then Ferguson's in there, but Valizev meets the save then, and we've got +4 on the stoppage time, and as you can see, we're making a quick counter-attack. Vega charging forward, he finds his teammate Jovic. Medri making the run here, and he makes a lovely run. It's that the defenders are trying to catch up with him, but they seem to do so. Medri with the shot, but he does save. Bono with probably one of the most important saves of the tie, as he denies Hannibal Medri to get the final goal in this game to make it 4-3. Brilliant stuff. As from we're trying to get the corner now, Hannibal Medri whips in the corner, decent delivery, but no one can meet it. We try and get the header, bodies flying everywhere, but it looks to be they're going to clear it, and the full-time whistle is going to be blown any minute now. Surely we're not going to get one last attack in this tie. We are very high up the pitch as Louis Barry makes a run on the right-hand side, but not many options there. Luke Shaw making a very, very vital tackle. That is for sure. Holds up the ball really well. Clears his lines. And a full-time whistle has been blown. So we're going to go in 3-3 into extra time. We do go. And then we got another 2 halves to go then as we carry on in this tie. And they've got Mohamed Salah on their team now, Leeds United. I've nearly even noticed that he comes off the bench there. As you can see, we're trying to make an attack here. But if they can find Joe Bellingham, and just like that, start to the first extra time half. A very, very quick start it is, and Joe Bellingham, the man to get on the score sheet. We are in front for the first time in this tie. Brilliant stuff from Joe Bellingham coming off the bench to make an impact in that second half. And the first half of extra time, he has definitely made it. A decent run into the gap there, as you can see, and Vega plays him in perfectly. He hits it on his left. Don't make me wrong, the keeper's been making a lovely few saves so far, but this time he is not successful, and it stays 4-3. And there we go, Kevin Alvarez on the right hand side. He finds a teammate Louis Barry then as it makes a 1-2. Alvarez looking to put the ball into the box. He does exactly that. Vega meets the header, and that could have been game, set and match if that went in. That would have been brilliant, but we've got a corner kick. Medri to whip in the corner then as Ndika sees to get the header. He can't get the header, but maybe Bellingham will, but he can't get enough on it, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of the first half in extra time. As we go into the second half of extra time, Leeds going to want to bite back here, and they're making a very quick attack here. As you can see, Kaminski's on the ball, the number 32 for Leeds, using so much pace. He looks electrifying as he finds his teammate Ferguson, and just like that, 5 minutes into the second half of extra time, even Ferguson's got the goal, and we look to be going to penalties as it stands. Ferguson, the man to get on the score sheet for Leeds United. Not exactly what you want, and that is it then. Full time in extra time. Brilliant stuff as a tie, to be honest, as a final and everything else. It's going to be going the distance, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens, to be honest. Penalty kicks is definitely not my forte, but we're going to be stepping up the first one with Jovic there, the number 11. Can he get the goal first off in this penalty shootout? Yes, he can. So the keeper goes the right way, but too high up, and it is a goal there. And it's going to be Avila to step up for Leeds, and we've made a save. Valizev makes a save, and we might be able to get in front here as Alexis Vega steps up. Surely he can convert from the penalty spot. Yes, he can. He sends the keeper the wrong way, and it goes into the bottom corner then as even Ferguson, the goal scorer, steps up, sends the keeper there, and a lovely goal. That is, keeper goes the right way, sorry, but unfortunately he can't get to it. 2-1 it stands at the moment. Louis Barry to take the third penalty to JD Cook FC. The number 19 steps up straight down the middle. Keeper goes the wrong way, and it goes 3-1 as Mohamed Salah now has got his penalty for Leeds United. He steps up, and it's straight down the middle for him also. 3-2 on the penalties. 2 penalties left then as Hannibal Medri steps up. Then the number 15 looking to get the goal. Keeper goes nowhere, and the ball goes elsewhere. Lovely goal from Hannibal Medri. The penalty shootout still continues. Christensen, the man to step up, sends the keeper the wrong way, and surely if we can get this goal, we are going to be the winners. Quintana's the man to step up. The nerves are setting in. The number 5, he has done it. He's Panenkered it into the middle of the goal, and JD Cook FC have won the Carabao Cup for the first time in their history, as Quintana is the man to win it in the end in the penalty shootout after coming back from 2-0 down, 3-1 down. We find ourselves champions. Unbelievable stuff in this tie. Couldn't have done it any other way, to be honest. The way it was written, it felt like it's scripted, to be honest. Perfectly stuffed, does it brilliant. Quintana with such nerve to be able to take that penalty with a Panenka, finding ourselves in such a good position now as we do get the win over Leeds. I was really hopeful at the start, and then going through the game, I really wasn't as hopeful. Leeds United possessed so much decent play about themselves. They had so much pace, they was able to pass the ball around nicely. Everything about their play was perfect, but unfortunately it wasn't enough, and Alexis Vega is going to be the man to step up then as he looks to lift the trophy. Alexis Vega with the captain's armband, and there you go, the trophy is lifted, and JD Cook are the champions of the Carabao Cup for the first time in their history. Brilliant stuff. It's taken us a little while, but we have finally got there, and it's been a really good run. We haven't had a tough run, I wouldn't say. Near to the end, I would say more tough than anything, but we've had some nice games. We've been able to play the reserves. We've had some younger players come in. We've had some players that normally wouldn't play, which is quite nice at the same time. Obviously, this is a full strength squad, but still, these players have come a long way to be in this sort of position, coming through the ranks, like the Al-Qatani and ones like that have been here since the start and have grown as a player. But these fans are definitely going to be enjoying it, and these fans enjoy Wembley, to be honest. It's not the first time we've been here, and hopefully it's not the last. And there you go, Carabao Cup champions. Hats off to the boys, really deserved it. We fought to the end, and it's very much deserved, that is for sure. As we take a little look at the run that we actually did go on in round 3, then we came against Wycombe Wanderers where we had that 5-1 victory. That was a very enjoyable game. Round 4 with Newcastle away, we played the reserves once again, a 4-2 win against Newcastle United. That was a really enjoyable game. 3-2 against Arsenal. That was a game where we went 3-0 up, and Arsenal got 2 goals in the late of that, 2 penalties with Rodrigo, but that was a very convincing performance. Another one against Brighton where it was back and forth with the 2 legs then. That was a very hard game, and as you can see, we won on penalties against Leeds United in the final game of the Carabao Cup. Things you love to see, but we're going to have to continue in our cup performances, as now the Emirates FA Cup and the first game is against Newcastle United then. I think we were in round 4, if I want to say now, and this is the lineup. Valezev in goal, and N'Golo and Phillips at the back, Caicedo on the right, Williams on the left, Sudakov and Heimer in the middle, with Al-Qatani just in front, with Barry on the left, Lopez up top, and Jonathan Okone on the right hand side. Decent side to be able to play against Newcastle United, but we know what they can bring to the table. We've had many performances against them, so we know what they can bring, and let's see what happens in this game. Here we go then, 8 minutes into the time. Newcastle have had a bit of a ball so far, trying to see if they can play it around, see what they can do here. And they're finding an inroad. Harvey Barnes onto Beltran. He holds the ball lovely as Marquinhos is on the right-hand side, making a lovely run into the box. Options there as black and white shirts are filling the box, but he doesn't play him in initially. Holding the ball up, finding Wan-Bissaka then. The previous Man United player has got a chance here to whip it into the box. He finds Barnes, and that is a decent shot, that is for sure. Hits the post there. Really unlucky for Newcastle not to be able to get in front in this side early on, but we play it out in the end, and we've definitely rode our luck in that one. But Newcastle continue their mercy onto Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's trying to see what he can do as he finds his teammate Wilk. Marquinhos has been in front of everything here as he makes a 1-2 with Beltran. It's a lovely opportunity, and Gola gets the block in there last minute. He has to time that one perfectly, otherwise that would have been a penalty kick. And we still continue on in our search for a goal here as Louis Barry finds his teammate Sudakov. Sudakov making a 1-2 with Lopez, and Sudakov finds himself in a dangerous position here. Sudakov could be in here as he tries to skip past the defender. He does exactly that, but he can't beat the keeper. Really good opportunity for Sudakov there. He makes well of it, but unfortunately just can't get past the last hurdle, and it is staying 0-0. Been a good tie so far, been very competitive, I felt, to be honest. Both sides have had chances, both sides are passing the ball about really nicely, as now we're on the ball in the 25th minute there as Caicedo finds his teammate Al-Qatani. Al-Qatani knows the runs are being made, and he finds Lopez in a dangerous position. Lopez has got support here as he tries to play it into the box, but he can't, but he's got the ball back once again, holding it up nicely as he finds Okone. Okone onto Al-Qatani here as he takes the shots. Shot blocked, but it falls out to Louis Barry here as we try and whip it into the box here. Al-Qatani takes the shot, he puts it onto Brandon Williams. A lovely chance for Williams to get in front here as Pope does make a last guard save, and that still stays 0-0 in this tie. 30 minutes on, the deadlock still not being broken as Harvey Barnes drives forward now. He finds Matty Target here as he puts it onto Zelensky. Zelensky's got a chance here as he holds the ball up really nicely here, skipping past the midfield as he puts it onto Beltran, and now Barnes. Valizev's making a few good saves in this tie, that is for sure, but it still stays 0-0, and Marquinhos is the man to take the corner, whether he's going to play it short or whip it in. He plays it short here. Harvey Barnes picks it up as he plays it on the outside of the area, and number 19 Wilkes holding up here. Decent chance for Newcastle Newcastle here as they can get something going, but Al-Qahtani now on the ball as we make the interception. Al-Qahtani using his pace to drive forward on the right-hand side, and look at him go. The pace is absolutely flying off him. Al-Qahtani in a dangerous position here. Okona there also. He finds Sudakov. Sudakov to Lopez, and what a goal that is. Team game at its finest. Sudakov playing onto Lopez, and that final pass, and Lopez has dinking it in. Such effort to be able to get the goal there, and that is what you want. A few flurry of passes, find ourselves in a dangerous position here. The one-touch passing felt Barcelona-esque, to be honest. What about that? Al-Qahtani onto Okona, Okona onto Sudakov, and he doesn't even think about it. He just plays it straight away to Lopez, and that is a decent goal, that is for sure. He taps it in there, and Francisco Lopez has got his goal, and we are now 1-0 up in this tie, just before half-time then, but still a little bit to go. 38 minutes into the game here is Harvey Barnes on the left-hand side. Barnes has been very good for Newcastle so far, that's for sure, and he looks very dangerous. He can't find the pass though as Okona makes an interception as Hyman now picks up the ball. Hyman tries to find Al-Qahtani, but a misstraight pass finds Matty Target instead. Newcastle pick it up, but they lose it in a dangerous position here. Lopez running with it. He's still got the ball as he finds himself in such a good position. A support being into the box now as he holds the ball up. He finds Okona. Okona with the shot. Very, very good shot that was, but Pope makes a very, very vital save, and it stays 1-0 going into the half-time break as we now into the second half. 52 minutes played and we get a goal kick. We're passing it out from the back. Sudakov on the ball now as we hold it up. Unfortunately, Tonali makes a decent interception here, and now Newcastle find themselves in a dangerous position in the second half. Beltran, the number 9 for Newcastle, trying to hold the ball up there as he gets dragged wide initially as he finds Tonali. Tonali onto Marquinhos, and they find themselves in the box here. Decent shots for Rabiot. Lovely save from Valdez there. Really, really good opportunities for Newcastle, but it still stays 1-0. So they get a corner kick then. Zelensky wimps it in. We try to clear it, but we can't. And there is a very good chance for Tonali, but another save made by Valdez. Really, really good opportunities for Newcastle to get back into this tie. And they've definitely started the second half better of the two. They're looking a little bit faster. There's a bit more urgency about them because they know they need to get a goal in this tie. And look at them again. Beltran, the number 9 for Newcastle, getting a decent save out of Valdez there as it goes out for another corner kick. And you can see now they've got another corner. They play it short here. Marquinhos has got the balls after they played it short. They whip it in. And Rabiot meets the header. Phillips is not big enough to be able to get to that one. And Rabiot towers over Phillips to get the goal. 63 minutes into the tie. Newcastle finally got their first goal of the game, and that is a very good goal from the Frenchman there. He rises above Phillips to meet the header. A lot of power and a lot of accuracy to be able to beat the keeper, and Newcastle find themselves level then thanks to Rabiot's efforts. A decent short corner effort there as a kind of training ground kind of drill, I would say, to be honest. Playing it short initially there with Marquinhos whipping it in, and it was just such a good delivery meeting the header. Rabiot, he didn't really have to run that far, to be honest, to even meet the header, and they find themselves 1-1 in this tie. 67 minutes being played then. Looking good, Newcastle, as I said. They're looking good a second here. Barnes on the ball now as he tries to put it onto his teammate Matty Target. Matty Target holds the ball up then, number 3 for Newcastle, but Caicedo gets stuck in then with that tackle, and he finds Jonathan Okona now, and Okona's going to make a decent run on the right hand side. Look at him go, the pace, the afterburners are on. Okona finding himself into the box here. He could pass it, but he's going to take it on his own, and just like that the Frenchman has got his side in front just again, and Jonathan Okona is the man to get on the score sheet then. The Frenchman take it upon himself to get the goal. Caicedo winning the ball back, and he found himself in a decent area of the pitch on the right hand side. I thought he might have played it in initially, but it wasn't to be. Okone wanted it all for himself. Okone finding the goal then, and we find ourselves 2-1 up in this Emirates FA Cup tie. I'd love to retain it for the third time, to be honest. This competition is nothing but fun. Really enjoyed this competition throughout the times that I've always played it, and that is 2-1 then as we've got the substitutes being made then. Almeida's going to come onto the pitch for Al-Qahtani. Al-Qahtani comes off then as Curtis Jones will come onto the pitch also for Sudakov, and we're going to make some last gasp changes at the back as Alvarez is going to go onto the left hand side to change things up. 10 minutes left of the tie then. Beltran on the ball as he finds Harvey Barnes. Newcastle are needing a goal here if they're going to push it to an FA Cup replay, that is for sure. And they're looking on the left hand side as Matty Target gets stuck in there, but unfortunately Caicedo gets stuck in even more because that tackle was immense by Caicedo. He has been nothing but amazing for us, to be honest. Camacho on the pitch now, as you can see, and so is Sims, and we're finding ourselves in a dangerous area as Almeida plays Heimer in so well. Heimer running with the ball then, but he doesn't seem to have enough pace to be able to beat the defender as he holds the ball up then. Blue shirts offering support. Caicedo's one of them. On to Jones it goes, on to Camacho. Camacho can't get an inroad there as he finds his teammate Caicedo. Caicedo whips it in. Sim meets the header, but a very, very good save from Pope, that is for sure, and it will be a corner kick. Heimer looks to play it short then as he finds Louis Barry then as he makes a 1-2. Heimer to whip it in. A decent delivery. And what a goal that would have been from Curtis Jones. An acrobatic effort to be able to get that one. And we still maintain the ball then. But what an effort that was from Curtis Jones. Now Phillips on the ball as he passes it back. And we're just holding the ball up as you can see on the clock. 87 minutes as we hold the ball up and we find ourselves in a dangerous position. Curtis Jones again nearly finding the goal. But Pope denies him. He's had a very, very good game so far. That's for sure. But we go in the same sort of scenario again. We play it short but the delivery wasn't as good this time as we do lose the ball now. And number 9 for Newcastle, Beltran charging forward. This could be Newcastle's line of attack then as you can see. Huega Nova on the ball trying to see what he can do but Caicedo makes the interception there. We can't win it from the interception as he does clear his lines but this falls back out to the Newcastle United teammates there. And once again they go. Once again Beltran, the number 9 for Newcastle, charging forward trying to make a challenge and Caicedo has been absolutely solid in this game. Unbelievable stuff from Caicedo. Camacho tries to make a run on the right hand side but he gets stopped in his tracks there as you can see. Rabiot making the interception but that doesn't matter because a full-time whistle has been blown and we are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Brilliant stuff. I mean, just highlighted performances from the likes of Lopez, Caicedo. I mean, it's been brilliant. Jonathan Okone with his single kind of impressive solo effort. Really, really good stuff from the boys. Really happy about this performance. Wasn't the best, but I felt like we did enough to be able to get over the line and I felt like it was deserved in the end to be able to go through to the next round. Simulation game after that one in the Premier League. This time as we faced Leicester City away from home, looking to try and see if we can get 3 points at the King Power Stadium. Premier League form hasn't really been the best of so far, so I'm hoping for a better result in this tie, that is for sure, as we simulate this one, but unfortunately we share the points. Luka Jovic getting on the score sheet for us as he looks to get an equaliser in the 38th minute. Not much happening there as you can see. Only 6 shots in total there as you can see and not really much possession at the same time. Not the best of performances, but we're going to have to continue some sort of momentum into this game as we've got the second leg of the Champions League then against Marseille. Obviously the previous leg was 3-3, so we are going in level in this second leg and this is the lineup. Fedosev in goals and Dika and King partner. Alvarez on the right, Quintana on the left, Medbury and Jones in the middle with Sudakov just in front with Vega on the left, Lopez up top and Jonathan Okone on the right hand side. But with that being said, let's get into things and see what we can do. Knowing that a quick start would mean everything to this tie, we get things kicked off then as we try and see if we can do exactly that as Curtis Jones finds Okone on the right hand side. Okone makes a lovely run on the right hand side as he beats Mitchell for pace. He does so well to get into the position that he is and he finds Francisco Lopez and that is a quick goal if you've ever seen one. Francisco Lopez gets his goal 2 minutes into the tie. What a goal that is from Francisco Lopez and what a run that was from Jonathan Okone, running on the right hand side to find himself in a decent position, and I don't think the Marseille defence were ready so far. Jonathan Okone getting the advantage being given to Francisco Lopez and we find ourselves 4-3 up on this tie then, 1-0 on the night but 4-3 on aggregate as Francisco Lopez is the man once again to find the score sheet as he beats Bajlo then. Really, really good from the Brazilian international then as we continue on in this tie. 4 minutes into the tie then as Marseille looking very shocked and as you can see they lose the ball once again. Jonathan Okone right hand side picks it off of Mitchell. Mitchell not having the best of games so far for Marseille as Jonathan Okone tries to get into the box. A wrong kind of choice being made. He should have made the pass but unfortunately the wrong delivery. But we pick it up once again as you can see Jonathan Okone and Vega passing it about themselves. Vega pushing off the Corre then as he tries to get onto his teammate, onto Sudakov. Sudakov whips it into the box. Lopez meets the header but Bajlo meets it with the save. Very, very good opportunity to get 2-0 up in this tie but it wasn't to be. But we're knocking on the door, that's for sure, as Marseille look to have their first chance of the game as Mitchell's on the left hand side. The number 16 for Marseille puts it onto Giuliano there as Mitchell tries to get into his side there and a lovely delivery but Ndika meets it with a clearance and now we go on the attack and Mitchell knows he's out of position. Sudakov going on the right hand side knowing that there's not a wing back on that side as Sudakov uses his pace to try and beat the defenders there. He skips past Kimpembe there and he does a lovely kind of turn to be able to do so. Sudakov in a dangerous position but he hits a guy straight at Bajlo. What an opportunity it was for Sudakov. The Ukrainian international can't get in front in this tie. That would have been a lovely bit of advantage there as Marseille now go on the attack. As you can see Tresor finds Giuliano onto his teammate there as they're passing it about so nicely. Tresor, the number 26 for Marseille, holds it on the left hand side. He finds his teammate Tyrick Mitchell. Mitchell on the chance to be able to whip the ball into the box. Very, very good header but unfortunately not enough to beat the keeper as it sails over the bar. 20 minutes into the tie then as we try and see if we put it onto Alvarez. Tresor trying to get stuck in at the same time and he wins the ball here onto Mitchell. It goes. Tresor making a 1-2 with Mitchell. As you can see Mitchell running on the left hand side. Tresor turns. A lovely delivery from Tresor as Mitchell picks up the ball here. Marseille looking very dangerous in their attack as Mitchell holds the ball up really nicely. Defenders trying to shrug him off of it but it can't be done. Lovely chance for Marseille here but an even better save from Balazev as he keeps his side in it and and he keeps a clean sheet in this tie. As Alvarez is now on the right-hand side, 33 minutes into the game. Both chances being on either side here, and we're looking very dangerous. Sudakov having another chance here, looking to try and see what he could do as he hits it, but Bajlo makes another save. He just can't get that position to be able to beat the keeper. It's that final shot to be able to kind of beat him, and it still stays 1-0 in this tie. As you can see, we've got a corner kick. Nothing comes out of the corner, but we still retrieve the ball here. Decent delivery, but Kimpembe makes the header, trying to win the ball back out there as it falls out to Hannibal Medbury. Medbury onto Vega. Vega onto Jones. He looks to be able to take a shot here, but he does exactly that. Bajlo making a save there as it goes out for another corner kick, and it really needs to take our chances because I feel like it's going to bite us at one point in this game. If not the first half, maybe the second. Another attack being made here as Kevin Alvarez finds Lopez, as Lopez finds Okone. Okone in a dangerous position on the left-hand side, but he looks to try and see if he can put it into the middle of the park. Hannibal Medbury carries some sort of knock, as you can see there, but Kone with the shot, and it just drifts wide, but a decent opportunity, that is for sure. It's just slightly worrying because we're getting all these chances, but we just don't seem to be able to take them. Don't get me wrong, we are in front in this tie, but I feel like Marseille have still got a lot in their kind of armoury to be able to pull out a decent win in this tie. But look at that from a tackle from Hannibal Medbury. We find ourselves in a dangerous position. Sudakov finds Okone. Okone skips past the defender, but he just can't get it past the goalkeeper. This goalkeeper is having an unreal game so far. Bajlo the man, and he is doing some unreal stuff for them so far in this tie. Second half starts here as Marseille's on the ball and Giuliano finds a teammate, and just like that, just like I was saying, it could come back to bite us, and it's done exactly that. Marseille level in this tie then, 5-4 on aggregate, well 4-4 on aggregate, sorry, and 1-1 on the night. Giuliano finds a teammate and Gonge there, as you can see, and a decent effort on his left foot. Valizev having no chance with that one whatsoever, and that was that pretty much for the second half, apart from this one final opportunity here. Quintana tries to play in Vega on the left-hand side there, as Vega makes the chance to be able to run here, and he's got a lovely bit of pace about him at the same time, as it's +1 on the stoppage time. If this goes in, it's surely a goal as Lopez gets there, but unfortunately a block made by Kimpembe, and Marseille got their goal in the second half. They did what they needed to do. Nothing was done apart from that, to be honest. I didn't have a chance, they didn't have a chance, and we now go into another level of extra time, and we go into the second half of extra time because the first half was so dead, to be honest. And now Marseille look to go on the attack as Oliveira's on the ball on the left hand side, looking to try and see if he can get a ball into the box as he holds it up. Alvarez trying to win it, and he does exactly that. Alvarez now running onto Okone. Okone still on the pitch there, as you can see. He's done for fitness, but he still continues. Okone onto Sims here as he plays it onto a 1-2 for Almeida. Almeida running forward here. He's trying to put it onto Vega. Vega holds it onto Heimer. Heimer onto Okone. Look at the passes flowing so far. Okone in a dangerous position. He whips it into the box, and what a header that was from Sims. But again, Bajlo makes the save, and as you can see by that celebration, he knows how important that save is. As we get the corner kick then, trying to get the delivery in. Decent delivery, but unfortunately we just can't meet it with a header, and that was that for that corner kick. And it's not many minutes left there, that's for sure. And Marseille look to have an attack in this first bit of spell of this extra time, as Tresors onto Decore. Decore back onto the Rongier. Rongier, the number 21 for Marseille, looking to go into the box series. He makes a lovely run onto his teammate. He whips it into the box there, and Dika clears, but only as far as Rongier. And what a save that is from Valizev. Saves flying out from everywhere from the goalkeepers as it looks to go into penalty kicks, but Marseille are going to be the one to get the corner here. Whipping in, decent delivery, can't get it clear, and what a save that is from Valizev. And that surely is the end of extra time as we look to have another penalty kicks on our hands. We've had one against Leeds United, but can we have one against Marseille where we do win on this instance once again? Be really interesting to see how we do, but I'm not feeling that confident as penalty shootouts go. It's very much a case of it's a 50-50 and that's it. But Jonathan Okone is the first one to take the penalty then, as he looks to step up. The nerves are kicking in, that's for sure, as he takes his time. The number 22 sends the keeper the wrong way, his left hand side there, as it goes into the bottom corner. As Simeone, the number 9 for Marseille, whips it. Decent goal there, that is for sure. 1-1 then, as Gustavo Heimer steps up, the number 20, looking to try and see if he can convert from the penalty spot, and he does exactly that. Straight down the middle it goes. Marseille now, number 26 for Tresor, as Valizev looks to try and save, but he sends him the wrong way. Very good one from Tresor then, as Ellis Sims is stepping up from the penalty spot. The number 9, and lovely goal there. Keeper goes the right way, but it's too far-fetched for the keeper, and it still stays 3-2 then, but it goes to 3-3. Keeper going the right way on this instance there, and Gonge gets the goal, as Alexis Vega is going to be the man to step up. He scored in the Leeds United one. Can he score in this one? The number 10, and Bajlo, having such a good game, has made the save then, and he's got one up for Marseille, and they convert their penalty. And if we miss this one, that is it. Hannibal Medbury, the number 15 for JD Cook FC. Can he get the lifeline? And no, he can't. Paislo saves and we crash out of the Champions League. Unbelievable stuff. Absolute heartbreak, to be honest. We've gone from winning the EFL Cup to crashing out of the Champions League. If we had taken our efforts in the first half against Marseille, there's no doubt that we'd be in a position where we'd be going through to the next round. And I wouldn't even be talking about this penalty shootout right now. Hannibal Medri going to be on the end of that. We can't really criticise him that much. He's such a vital player for us. It's a 50-50 chance. He chose a way, he went it, and so did the keeper. Unfortunate event, and that's what it is. But yeah, we're going to have to hold our heads high because we've still got a Premier League and we've still got an FA Cup to play. But talking about Premier League, unfortunately we have a bad one here. Simulation game against Everton and they smash us 4-2. Not exactly what you want to see. And this is how the Premier League table stands. We've still got some sort of advantage. We're still 6 points clear with a game in hand so far. So I'm not too fast. I feel like we can still make a decent gap with that game in hand. And this is how the table stands then. Play 27, won 19, drawn 4, lost 4. 61 points we currently sit on with Manchester City on 55 and Arsenal on 50. The gap is definitely closed up, and if we don't watch it, the gap will definitely be closed up even further. But we need to hold our heads high and we need to charge on in this Premier League if we're going to get anywhere near it, and we need to continue, that's for sure. But it looks to be if we're crashing out the Champions League, then we might just have to create another season, because I really would like to win that Champions League, that is for sure. But that's for another episode to even have to speak about. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.